The Battle of Verdun was a grinding machine, devouring men and spitting out ghosts. In the damp, claustrophobic trenches, Private Antoine Duval clung to the faint glimmer of hope. A worn photograph of his wife, Elise, cradling their infant son. It had been over a year since he'd seen them, and the only connection he had left was the letter he reread every night. "Tomorrow we take Hill 304, announced Captain Moreau, his voice barely audible over the distant rumble of artillery. "Prepare yourselves." The captain's words hung heavy in the air, mingling with the ever-present stench of decay and despair. Antoine spent the night writing, his pencil scratching against damp paper. His letter to Elise was both a confession and a plea, a promise that somehow he would return. He folded the letter carefully, pressing it to his chest as the first light of dawn seeped through the fog. The attack began with a deafening roar of artillery. Shells exploded in fountains of earth, and the shriek of metal filled the air. Antoine scrambled over the trench wall, his rifle clutched tightly. The no-man's land stretched out before him, a hellscape of barbed wire, mud, and shattered bodies. Machine guns barked, mowing down men as they surged forward. Antoine stumbled, the ground trembling beneath him. He dove into a crater, mud splattering his face. Around him, comrades fell, their cries drowned by the chaos of battle. "Duval, we need to take out that nest," shouted Captain Moreau, pointing to a machine gun position on the hill. Antoine nodded, crawling through the mire toward the target. A grenade hung heavy in his hand, his heart pounding like a drum. Reaching the edge of the enemy position, he pulled the pin and hurled the grenade. The explosion lit up the sky, silencing the deadly gunfire. Seizing the moment, the French soldiers surged forward, overrunning the hill with bayonets and raw determination. As the French flag was raised over Hill 304, Antoine collapsed, his body trembling with exhaustion. The faces of the fallen haunted him, each one a silent accusation. He reached for the letter against his chest and whispered a silent vow. If he survived this war, he would never let the shadow of battle taint his family's life again.